What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Ashley, and yes, we're gonna talk about these hideous nails that you guys see. We're about to get right into the story. So yeah, I know it's been a while, but without further ado, we about to run it back. What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Ashley, and of course, as you already know, we are on another episode of Splash TV. And to be honest, don't ask, because I don't know what episode we on. So anyway, without further ado, we're about to hop into this nail story, you guys. I have never did a story time on YouTube. I usually do like DIYs and stuff like that, and I've been gone for a little bit because I've been busy, guys, and oh my god, it's been so much that's been happening in my life. You guys would not believe it, but I think I'm gonna do story time because I have a lot of shit to tell, you know. I have a lot of stuff to tell, and y'all want to hear it, right? Because y'all nosy as fuck, and period, people just love the tea. Today we are going to be discussing, unfortunately, my nail experience. Okay, guys? And I know you're thinking like, oh my god, you're just bashing someone else and you just want to say something. But no, it's really not like that. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a big supporter. I love supporting people. So I never would bash anybody or put anyone out there. And while we're on that subject, as a disclaimer, just for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do any name dropping to save the trifling person that was involved in this. So, boom. Yeah, I love to shop. People know that already. You already know it. People that know me know I love to shop, right? So I'm at one of my favorite stores, which is Ross. I don't care what nobody say, period. I was browsing around for some things. I had a cart full of shit, honestly, because I backed the line up. People was looking at me like, girl, what do you got in your cart? Like, why are you holding up the line? So the girl, she was a real cool girl. I'm at checkout, you know, taking my shit off the hangers, putting it on the thing, on the counter, helping a girl out. And she was a Caucasian girl, real sweet. You know, she wasn't really saying much, but her attitude was like, you know, she's just scanning shit and ready to go home. So I caught that vibe, and when I did, I happened to see her nails. So I'm like, oh, your nails are fire. Like, let me see your nails. And I never asked to see anyone's nails. You know, I just think it's rude, and, you know, to grab someone's hand and to look at like, that's just, don't do that, girls. Like, other girls don't like that. Like, just don't do that. It's the same thing as the hair. Oh, let me feel your hair. Don't touch my motherfucking hair, period. I asked to see her nails, and they were really pretty. They had like this nude type of look on there, and I think it had some like cherries or something like that, and then she had some red, you know, they were like accent nails or whatever. They weren't too fancy, but I did pay attention to her work, and it looked decent from afar. You know what I mean? From afar, like I said, from afar. So yeah, we got to chatting and talking about how's your day and this and that, and I complimented on her nails, and she was just like, I did them myself. And I'm like, oh fuck, okay. She's like, I'm do them myself. I work here part-time. I just live behind the store or whatever in these apartments. I'm like, cool, because I live around here too. And so we got to talking a little bit, and then she told me that she has clients. So I'm like, okay, this girl decent then. And she was like, yeah, during quarantine, everybody done started a business during quarantine. So that was red flag number one. She all like, well, I started this business during quarantine, right? I started this business during quarantine is what she's telling me. And she's like, I just decided to take it a little bit more serious. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I'm here telling her about my beauty line, and then I have cosmetics, and we're just chit-chatting, you know, talking too fucking much. And we end up exchanging numbers, long story short. And so when we exchanged numbers, she was like, yeah, just give me a call. I said, I sure will. I'm going to try you out. You guys know how big I am of a supporter. I love supporting people. I love giving people my honest opinion. You know what I mean? I love uplifting black, white, Puerto Rican. I don't give a fuck if you Filipino, whatever you are. Like, I am here to support. I like doing that for people, especially up and coming people who really started from the bottom. Like, really from the bottom, like with nothing. So yeah, I was all for it. Like I said, she was a Caucasian girl. That didn't matter to me. She was dope on her nails, and I wanted to give her a try. So eventually that's what I did. I waited weeks later, you guys, because I really don't like shop hopping. A lot of y'all need to stop shop hopping chairs with hair, nails, and all that. Y'all are ridiculous. Stop doing that to people. Like, people don't like that. So yeah, we ended up chopping it up. I left the store. I called her like weeks and weeks later. First of all, when I called her, when I text her, she texts back, and I told her, I said, well, my nail tech can't get me in. She just moved, she just started a new job, and her appointments are pushed way back for no other reason am I coming to you, and because I said that I would, and I don't like really going back on my word. So I ended up, going to her on this specific day, which was the other day, I think. Yeah, the day before yesterday, or was that yesterday? Anyways, I went to her, and she was first of all, she lived in an apartment. I couldn't find the building, right? And so I didn't want to keep calling her, asking her like, hey, where do you live? Is it upstairs, downstairs? If you know that your place is hard to get to, when you flash a light, come outside, hell, text me, exactly. Look at me, wave or something. So nothing. It was raining. I was already irritated, but I said, you know what? Let me just find this because the GPS is tripping at this time. But I'm going to still go ahead and try to find it. So boom, I found it. Immediately when I walked in, she's like, hi, I didn't catch a weird vibe or anything like that. But I was just like, hey, it was real regular. And her boyfriend and her daughter, you know what I mean? Her daughter is really, really little, cute little thing. She was playing her playpen, and her guy opened the door. And y'all know I'm not the one to shame anybody for their house or anything like that, but oh my God. The setup when I walked in that motherfucker, was off. I was just like, you know how you try to go in somebody's house and not look around? I feel horrible, but I'm speaking straight facts, you guys. When I walked inside of her house, literally, I'm just like, oh, okay. And that smell was horrible. It was horrible. I wanted to leave, but I just didn't want to, I didn't want to do that and make a big scene and, just cause that. So, I tried to kind of put my, guard down, and I'm like, okay, all right, it stinks in this bitch, and, it's cluttery as fuck, but I'm gonna give it a try, whatever, you know what I mean? Okay. She's like, come on, you can come this way, excuse my house. I'm talking about a sink full of dishes. Everybody dishes fill up. I get that, period. I don't like going to sleep with my dishes dirty, period. And guess what? If I do, I'm waking up early to put them in a dishwasher or hand wash them, period. Ain't no excuse. They not about to have no old food on it. And you know what I'm saying? This is trifling. Okay, so I'm looking around, and she's like, well, you could just come over here. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, where? Where are we sitting at this point? I mean, I would sit if I knew. Y'all, it was on a table, on her dining room table, her eating table, right? Which is in the kitchen because she has a small space, and I can totally relate. But it's not where you live, boo-boo. It's how you live in. And so she was like, come to my table. And first of all, she had a round glass table. Okay? And nothing's wrong with that, granted. Okay? I'm not talking about the table here. We're just talking about her setup. Her setup was real ghetto. Okay? She was a bigger girl, not to say that, anything's wrong with that or anything. But the way that I was angled, you guys, it was so crazy because she's like, well, just excuse my mess. I'm getting everything together. You know how when you're right directly across from your nail tech, like the camera is to me, this is how we supposed to be, bitch, like this, okay? She wasn't that angled. She was angled like this. So I'm like, oh, fuck. This about to be interesting. Because if she fuck up on my nails, she gonna hear from me, period. She was just like, this is kind of weird. My space is kind of tight, but excuse me. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Because she might be cold as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm still saying like, okay, thinking about when I seen her at Ross, her nails. So I'm like, okay, it's okay. Just go ahead and do your thing. So I came there with my nails were not done at all. I didn't have acrylics on. She had told me to soak it off. Okay. She told me to soak my nails off. And she also said, like, it's going to be $60, by the way. $55, $60, by the way, just to let you know. Like, I was going to be like, oh, I'm never mind. I cancel. You know, bitch, I does this. I gets my nails done all the time. And my toes, bitch. So, I don't know what she meant by that. Or if she was just being proactive and letting me know ahead of time so we all could be on the same accord. Yeah. So, she's like, prior to coming, like, okay, it's going to be $60 and you have to have your acrylics off. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I stood up the night before, bitch, soaking my nails off. Soaking my nails off. What's this bullshit, okay? Fast forward, long story short, she gets to clean my nails. The tools that she used. Now, mind you, I gotta give my mom a quick shout out. Her name is Miko, Nails by Miko. She's in Portage, Indiana. Honey, she's been doing nails in the nail business for over 20 years. So I know how this shit go. Like, she's working with professionals. That's all she does. So she can tell, I know everything on how it goes, if you're moving too slow, if you're using the right tools, all that, right? So, whatever. And everybody always asks me, like, you don't want to do nails? Like, I mean, not really. But if you bitches out here showing this type of work, then yeah, a bitch might. So yeah, stay tuned. So anyways, y'all, she get the going in on my bare nails, my natural nails, with the tool real slow, pushing my cuticle back. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is her prep stage, which usually you get the drill. You get the drill. You don't be scared. She had this drill, you guys. It wasn't a pedal drill. Oh my God. It was a drill that was manually, that you just flip and toggle on and off, which was fine because I have one of those at home too. But it kept going in and out. So that was flat number 2. I'm like, oh, bitch, your drill don't work. We about to have problems. I'm like, do you normally use a drill? Or like, what's the tea, son? So she's like, yeah, I use a drill. Nothing's wrong with it. She had her multicolored drawer, which everyone has. Her stuff was neatly organized in there. She has stickers and all the design shit and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to give this girl a chance. So the brush she used was legit. She started pushing my cuticle back like I was saying. And after that, she took this other tool and was like scraping. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Like scraping, trying to get the extra access, like skin. I guess the dead skin. The first thing she should have did was have me wash my hands, period. She should have removed all the excess dirt, any type of material or any lint or anything that can cause, messed up full set. So she didn't have me do that. So I really didn't judge her. But then when she didn't use that drill, I need a drill, period, on my shit. A drill, a whole drill. She used that little baby ass drill and then pushed my cuticles back. And then she got her, like, clear thing. I think it looks like it came from Shein or something, because I got that same one, like, no shade, period. So she had her tips or whatever. They were clear. They were cute. And then she goes to use this glue. And so I'm thinking, like, bitch, is this Gorilla Glue or what? Like, it looked like polish. And, I'm real, like, kind of observant of the whole thing. So I'm looking like, okay, sad-eye, like, what the fuck kind of brand? What is this? So I asked her, I'm like, oh, is that new glue? And she's like, oh, no, I just got it from Amazon. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thinking to myself, like, bitch, this shit better not take my motherfucking nails off the whole time. That's what I'm thinking. She filed my nails to get the extra excess oil off. And then she put the tips on. And so she started matching the tips. It took her extremely long time, and I could tell that she was, like, shaking, like, nervous. I'm thinking to myself, I didn't want to, like, let her know that I knew she was nervous, so I just didn't say shit. But, like, I'm going to show y'all, like, okay, this is what she was doing to the nail. Like, oh, my gosh. Like, I just happened to find my old nail on the floor that I took off. That's trifling. Don't judge me. But, okay, this is the glue, right? So she's dipping it like this. And putting it, like, on like this. I'm like, oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Dipping it, shaking, and putting it on the damn nail. And I was just like, oh, my God. I am in for one. So that took about, I'd say, 20 minutes. I'm not even going to hold you. 15 to be fair. But I know it felt like 20. Seriously. I know it was. So anyways, when she put my tips on, everything was cool. The glue was pretty legit. Like, it didn't come off, or the tips didn't, lift or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. She about to get it in with the, you know what I'm saying? The acrylic. You feel me? With the gel or whatever. Throw me on. So before all of that, before she put the gel, the acrylic on, we discussed briefly before. I had told her that I wanted her to freestyle. And usually that's not me, because I usually always have an idea in my mind before I go, because I know how I want my shit. But this time I said, you know what, I'm just gonna pick a couple things and then you can freestyle from there. Boom. She asked me, I told her to let me see some of her designs. And she was like, oh, well, yeah, they're in my phone. But she never showed me the fucking designs. That was flag number 3 in this bitch. I think that was like flag number 4, honestly. Because the glue and the tips, that was 3, period. So anyway, I'm just like, okay, well, can I see some of your work? Or can you show me some ideas? Because she had already texted me that she was going to show me some ideas. And, yeah, so I'm like, she's like, I'll show you. So I'm thinking she about to send me the picture, but the whole time, bitch, she was going to show me face to face on her phone, but didn't. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. Fast forward, you guys. She showed me some butterflies, some stencils, some, you know, some little foils and things like that. And, you know, I seen some foils that I really, really liked. And they were pink, red, gold. And I'm like, ooh, that's so pretty. So I said, we could do some foils. We could do a chocolate nail, which is this, you know. The color, I don't know if you guys can see it, is like dark brown. I don't know what it's given in this light, but yeah. So she's like, we could do that, and then I could just freestyle the rest. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It better be looking good. I knew something was fucking wrong, okay? She literally here is the fucking brush, okay? This is the tip of the brush, okay? You have to dip it in the liquid and then dip it in the powder, okay? She's shaking like she's got fucking Parkinson's putting the fucking powder on. And, you know, usually everybody has their own method of how they lay their foundation of the nail. You know what I mean? I'm all for a good fucking set. Bitch, you could be crap at doing designs and all that stupid ass childish bullshit. But if you can't lay a set, bitch, I'm never coming back. Okay? So anyways, you guys, she started shaking. Like, I could tell she was mad nervous, dog. Like, mad nervous. So I'm just like, I did finally say something. I'm like, you good? I said, you all right? Is everything okay? Because at this point, bitch, if you feel like you can't do it, then we about to stop. Because I'm not giving you my money if you feel like you can't complete the job. And, bitch, if my shit gonna be looking horrible, then we can leave. And so she was just like, oh, no, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, my God, the whole time, guys. You guys, I'm going to show you what my nails look like. So we had kind of, let me just go back a little bit, though. Because, okay, so she started doing my nails. Boom. It took her. That took the longest, you guys. It took her, come in. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. 3 hours to do my nails. 3 fucking hours. I'm not even playing. 3 hours. I was very disappointed. Very, 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 very upset. And so, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys, like, first of all, when she got done with when she was laying the foundation on, okay, it was really lumpy. I was really scared, you guys. It was really lumpy. I'm thinking she's gonna go back over it. She kept adding more powder as if she wanted to thicken it up. I told her off the jump. I said, I don't like thick nails and I don't like them too thin. So I think that kind of made her nervous. But my whole thing is, like, if you can't do nails or you don't feel comfortable with doing it, don't just take people's money. People work hard for their shit. Like, so for you to just guide someone or, you know, lead them on to thinking like, yeah, you got it, you know, they're going to expect that job from you. So I was really disappointed by that because I thought, you know, I believed in her, and she knew that the set didn't look good because she told me, she's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. And she thought that she felt bad because of this nail. I don't know if you all can see this. This is supposed to be a foil nail, okay? As you can see, it's not flat, okay? And then she tried to throw them little bullshit-ass, kitty-ass rhinestones on top. At this point, I just told her, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just, I gotta go. That's exactly what I told her. She was like, are you sure? Bitch, yeah, I'm very sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already in. I'm going to pay you your money and you will never see my face again. This is what I'm thinking in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But I'm at this point still like, bitch, why would you have me do all this knowing that you don't have the proper setup, one, and that you can't lay a good set, two. You know, her nails looked decent that day. You know what I'm saying? And I was very, very observant and made sure of that. And, you know, she was telling me that she had clients. So I'm thinking, okay. But, you know, that was a red flag, how she laid that fucking powder down. And it's really, really lumpy, as you guys can see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how it's not even a smooth surface. Then she piles all this fucking glue right here. and in between my rhinestones. You guys probably can't see that, but it looks horrible. Look at this nail, this middle nail. You know what I'm saying? We get into it about the design. Because she's like, well, do you want me to do this? Or what do you want me to do exactly? And I said, well, I thought we said freestyle. She comes up with this stupid ass design. I told her that I wanted a chocolate nail, foil nail, and if she could throw in some cherries. And this is what the fuck she came up with. Seriously. Like, look at this acrylic. That's horrible, you guys. I mean, it looks good from afar. You know what I'm saying? But when you get up on these motherfuckers, you're going to be like, wow, she played you. She played you. Like, she didn't even get good on the sides. Look at that. That's horrible. She didn't even polish at the tip, like with the foil nails. Like, it was really crumbly. That's what started it. Like, I was just like, how she polished was sloppy. I kid you not, like a fucking kindergartner. Where my stick at? I'm about to show y'all. So, this is the nail. Okay, this is the fucking nail. Okay, this is the nail, and this is how she's holding the polish brush to polish, putting on my polish. Going slow and then going fast. Not even getting the sides, gripping, holding, nothing. Ain't none of that going on. Bitch, she done fucked up my nails. Look at around the cuticles. Like, that's horrible, you guys. Look at that. It's really lumpy and ugly. And this is my whole thing, too. I came on here to say, not to keep rambling on, but, you know, so this is not a bash session. You know what I'm saying? This is to say, if you need practice, keep practicing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be trying to take people's money. You know what I'm saying? Just make it look good on Facebook. No. People trust you. You know, they will say something. They will bash you. They will put your name out there. They will not come back to you. And guess what? Word of mouth. That's how motherfuckers get around. Word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? They go, oh, I ain't fucking with her. Nope. She fucked up. She be, her nails be lifted. No, I don't go with her. Fuck with her. Nope. She can't even polish good. Nope. She don't give good pedicure. You know, just like word of mouth. So you want to make sure that you, one, master your skill. You know, feel confident and, you know, have enough experience behind you before you start getting into these fields talking about you an expert and you do nails and toes, or you do hair, or you do makeup, or whatever the fuck it is you do. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys perfect your craft. Stop just giving anything, trying to take money because you need it, baby. We know you need it. Your baby diapers is full as fuck. This carpet is dirty, and these dishes is loaded. Bitch, I know you need the money. And I would be better off giving it to you than for you to give me this bullshit. This was some bullshit, you guys. And I had to leave it on. I'm going to take it off, but I said I'm not going to take it off until I do a story time on YouTube. And I made it my business to do one. So I'm glad that I did, because it's just like, wow, I can't believe it. And you sent me off just like this. And bitch, you was quiet the whole fucking time. Like, she's like, do you want a glitter nail? I said, it don't even matter. I gotta go. Because I didn't want to hurt her feelings too bad. To where she felt like, because she already knew that the setup wasn't right and that it wasn't right. And then so I give her my money and she's like, well, I don't have any change. I said, you know, you can keep it. Bitch, I gave you $60. My nail tech is cold as fuck. Now I was giving you a shot, baby girl, and your shit looked good that day. So you was flexing. You still practicing is what you should have told me at the store. And then we wouldn't even be here at this point. You know, and just throughout the whole time, her boyfriend's just standing around, finding shit to do, playing with the baby. Baby kept banging on the table, and I'm just, you know, playing with the girl like, hi, how are you? You know, look at her. She's trying to walk and crying, and just, it was just too much. Make sure your setup is good, y'all. When you have a home-based business, you guys, ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I have a home-based business. When you run a business out your house, you guys want to make sure it's up to par. You have a little space where everything is organized, everything is neat, and you can go straight to it, okay? You don't need babies and shit like that running around, tearing shit down, and doing all this extra stuff. Y'all don't need that. You all, I'm telling you, people will talk about you bad, for real. So, anyways, just the whole time there, we were talking, but like, you know, I really was trying to like make her feel at ease. But as we got further and further into this set, baby, when she was laying that powder, baby, bitch, it was as quiet as a mouse. You couldn't hear a pin drop. And her boyfriend was sitting up you know what I'm saying, like starting conversations. So, are you from here, bitch? No, I'm not from here, because I could tell by these, y'all could tell by these weak ass nails, I'm not from this bitch. No, and I don't like you, and I definitely don't like her. So, hurry up with my nails. It's what I really wanted to say. But I was real, like, just real quick with it. Nope. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she knew it on my face. Like, because when she was like, does that look okay? Bitch, you know, you looking at my nail and know it's not okay. So why the fuck you would think I would have, you thought I was going to say, yeah, because what, you did it? No, I said, no, I don't. But come on, I got to go, is what I told her. And she was like, you sure? When you know that you have done something wrong, really, really quick, and we're going to get off of here. When you know you've done something wrong, you know what I mean? You should be more empathetic to the fact. What she should have done, if I was her, if I were in her very shoes, I would say, you know what, here. You know what I mean? Just pay me half. You know what I mean? The next time it'll be 20% off or something like that. Just something to show your, you know what I'm saying, sympathy, empathy towards the situation. You knew it was a fucked up setup. You knew it was not legit. So, I mean, I would have even been like, you know, it's on the house, but whatever. Just give me what you can, tip me just for my efforts or something. When you make a mistake, you have to fix it, guys. Stop expecting just money and want to, just because you need it. No, you are out here. People are watching. They're looking. They're going to drag your name in the mud if you don't do right. So do right by people, because that shit's going to come back for sure. Like, you guys have to do that. Stop doing that. Perfect your craft. Be you guys. If you make a mistake, fix it. You know, perfect your craft. Get help. Ask questions. You know what I mean? There's tons of YouTube and TikToks and all kind of help that's out there. It's Facebook groups. There's everything that you can possibly imagine. Go to school. Enroll in school. Like, get the proper education that you need. You know, it's nothing wrong with self-teaching if you're self-taught, you know, by any means necessary. But you want to make sure that you educate yourself to where you feel confident and comfortable enough to do these skills on other people, because they will let you know. The people will let you know, and that's for sure. So, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm going to take these hideous ass nails off probably tomorrow. I'm going to drill the fuck out of these. And yeah, I just really appreciate you all just rocking with me. I'm gonna do more story time. If you guys really like this video, make sure you comment below. Was I wrong? Do you think I was okay for doing what I did? How would you have went about the situation? I really want to hear your feedback. I really appreciate stuff like that, you guys. I know it's been a while since I dropped a video, but I promise you, 2022 is my year. I'm gonna make it my business to make sure I keep dropping videos, you guys. So yeah, just let me know what kind of videos you like. If you like these, please let me know in the comments. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, all that stuff, so you can rock out with your girl. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.